Good afternoon.
We are in Exmouth.
Yep, and we've actually been here for a few days, and we've just
chilling and resting and
just
having a rest.
Just having a rest. Anyhow, this afternoon we've come out. So a few things first. As you know, it's cyclone season.
Everything's closed.
Everything's closed, and Exmouth has a really big prawn. It's been taken down because of cyclone season.
Geez, that was a big bit of wind.
It was. So I'm very limited to what I can show you in Exmouth, but
very limited.
What we've stopped at here is what we film is not going to show what we've just seen.
Yeah, I know.
We have just seen it, and we've just driven under this, and
we're getting at the hat.
It's blew our mind, hasn't it?
You realise how dirty that hat is?
It's disgusting. All right, let's go out.
Okay.
And we'll show you, and then I'll just tell you what it is, and the small amount of information I've got. We can't. I don't know.
Pretty much says if you go up there, you get shot.
Yeah, there's even a little box with a man's house. Stop. He didn't. We can't go up the road, so let's go have a look, John.
Okay.
Oh, wind's going to take my hat off. All right.
I don't even think they're going to do that justice either.
I don't know if they're going to.
Well, they're anchored down to. I'd hate to climb up there in all this wind.
Look at all these big cables.
That's crazy.
Can you see any poles behind us, John?
Yep.
I think you can.
Yep.
All right, so all these, what would you call them? They're not called poles. What would you call them? Towers?
Transmitter towers?
All right.
Towers. That's what they are. They're transmitter towers.
So this is the Holt Naval Communication Area. Now there's 13 of these towers. They work as giant antennas sending messages to submarines in oceans across the world.
Across the world.
Now they are low frequency. They have a 19.8 kilohertz transmission and a power of 1 megawatt. One of the towers is 387 metres tall.
And there's a ladder right through the middle of them. I'd hate to climb up to the top of them. They've got huge cables tying them down, and they're all in the sand, so they must have some huge footings.
See all them. And then this one we drove under. Oh, that sun's going to be a pain, John.
We always come up at the wrong time.
Yeah. But it was really weird driving along under all these cables. Hey, it was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And this film is not going to do it justice, but it was pretty incredible.
Never does.
But yeah, over there, little security box.
I don't think there's anyone in there.
No, the gates are open. So you're not allowed to trespass or shoot on this land. It's prohibited. But yeah.
I think you're pretty much prohibited to shoot anywhere.
So, Commonwealth Government, but how cool is this? Who would have thought?
That's pretty cool.
It actually sends messages to the submarines in the world.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Okay, next spot.
Okay.
Okay, we're down at what did I say?
You've forgotten already.
Bundegi. Yeah, I forgot.
Bundegi, I think that's it.
Bundegi Beach.
I think that's it.
Apparently the turtles nest down here. We've come at the wrong time of day for turtle nesting, but we can see whales and dugongs. Probably the wrong time of year.
But look like this wharf up is closed. Closed. Looks like it's broken. Oh, we can swim in there.
Look at all the people that are here.
Look at that crocodiles here.
Look at the colour of the water. It's weird, but you can hear noises with this wind blowing, and I don't know whether they're coming from those towers, but it's like a vibration type humming noise. It's very strange. And then you've got all these buoys, or buoys, however you want to say it, out in the water.
Oh, the water is so clear.
The water is amazing. Look at that.
Hey? Oh, geez, they're actually hard to walk on those things.
Can you hear the noise, John? You probably can't because you're half deaf. There's almost like a humming type noise.
No.
I don't know if it's from those poles or...
No, can't
And then
hear 'em.
look at all the different buoys or buoys in the water.
Are they all shark nets?
And are they shark nets up there?
I think they might be. I don't know.
I'm going to feel the water. Can you hear the noise now?
I can.
The water is the most amazingly clear colour. I've changed my mind. Maybe I might go up to the beach and walk in the water. This stuff's really hard to walk on and it's slimy.
Don't lose your thongs.
No, I'm going to go up to the beach. Can I hold your hand for a minute? This is really hard to walk on without shoes on.
It's hard to walk on with shoes on. That's why I'm walking up here.
He walked away from me. I'm not finished to put my shoes on. All right. Okay, I didn't know there was a shipwreck down this road, the Mildura, well the SS Mildura shipwreck. When you first turn into the road there is this, SS Mildura 1394 tons. It says wrecked during a storm on the 12th of March 1907, no lives lost, 481 bullocks perished. Master Charles Edward Thorpe suspended for 3 months, commemorating 75 years. Suspended for 3 months. I'm presuming Master Charles Edward Thorpe was the pilot, driver, captain, whatever. Anyhow, we're going to go down and see if we can find that ship. So we've just come down to where this Mildura wreck is, and the first sign you see...
Oh, my hat.
I haven't got one on. Is
Fight
this
the bite.
one. So what's that?
Must be
Antiseptic repellent.
it's rid.
It's rid.
And also, if you
Unbelievable.
bring your dogs down here, there's baits out.
Everywhere. All right, let's see if we can find this shipwreck. I don't even know if it's high or low tide, John.
Oh.
John and I don't tend to prepare ourselves for
No, we
tides
just come
and
down
stuff
when we
with
feel
us.
like it.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, what the heck? If it's there, it's there.
And we've just been lazy the last couple of days. We thought,
this
is our last day, we better do something.
We have seriously just relaxed and
And not did anything, just relaxed.
Yeah.
Just relaxed.
yeah, did
And
the
sometimes,
washing.
and sometimes it's okay
John
to do
washed
that.
the car. Our car doesn't look like a bit of trash now.
It actually, I'd forgotten it was white.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see the
Oh,
rock,
wow.
the shipwreck.
What's this about?
Sydney Tower, Eiffel Tower, Empire
Oh,
State Building.
this is all these towers. There's those towers again.
That's how high they are. So
Right.
they're comparing them to all those.
So Centrepoint Tower, or the Sydney Tower, is 305 metres. Eiffel Tower's 324. Empire State Building is 381. But Tower 0 is 387 metres. Wow. So, can you see out here the SS Mildura?
That's sort of a big ship, but a little one. I wonder if you can walk out there low tide. I'd imagine you'd be able to.
I reckon you would.
That'd be high tide at the moment. I don't think I could put the drone up. It's too windy. There's a turtle hole down there.
Well, there is too. Way too windy for drones, hey?
Oh, way too windy. I'm nearly getting blown over.
Had you arrived here early on the morning of Wednesday the 13th of March 1907, you may have been startled to see a sizable vessel apparently laying at anchor not far from shore. Given the heavy weather that day, you'd have been right to be concerned for its safety, as the SS Mildura was stuck fast on the reef. The vessel had departed Wynnum 5 days earlier with nearly 500 cattle on board, bound for Fremantle. Around 9:30 on Tuesday the 12th, she encountered a heavy haze, slewed off course while travelling at full speed and ran aground. Given the rough conditions and the fact that the ship seemed to be wedged firmly on the reef, the crew sat tight for several days. On the Saturday, in milder weather, the captain dispatched a boat north to Onslow, some 80 kilometres away. There, this party encountered the SS Beat, which was headed south carrying mail. Making good time, the Beat arrived here mid-morning on Monday the 18th. By early afternoon, all remaining passengers and crew and anything of value that was easily moved had been taken off. But now the question was, what to do with the cattle?
Yeah. You said they all died, didn't you?
Yeah.
What could they do with the cattle?
Many had already died, given the Mildura's water tanks were damaged. Tragically, the rest were herded overboard in the hope that they'd swim to shore, though most were too weak and are thought to have drowned. The immediate upshot of this unseemly disaster was that Captain had his master's certificate suspended for 3 months. That's what it said on that rock, remember? This was, however, to be a significant silver lining to this dark cloud.
Interesting.
Wow. And so it starts to talk about this lighthouse that we're going to go next. At the time of this wreck, the Board of Inquiry was finalising recommendations to build a lighthouse.
I can see it from there.
It's way over in the distance over there. So we're going to drive to that next.
So we will be there in a blink of a blink.
I'll just tell you about this this communication centre though, over there. The Holt Communication Station was built as a joint Australian and USA project and was completed in 1967. It consists of 13 towers in all, of which 12 are set in a star shape covering an area of 400 hectares. The 13th, known as Tower 0, is located in the centre of the star, and at 387 metres it was for many years the tallest man-made structure in the southern hemisphere. The station provides very low frequency radio transmission to United States Navy and Royal Australian Navy ships and submarines in the Western Pacific Ocean and the Eastern Indian Ocean. With a transmission power of 1 megawatt, it is the most powerful transmission station in the southern hemisphere.
And they are all in lines, those towers?
It's in lines, but it's in the shape of a star, it said.
Oh, really?
It's in the shape of a star.
Okay, but if you see how they're all facing this way?
And then the tallest one's in the middle, but from here we can't actually see which is the tallest one. Like I said,
that'd be good to have a bird's eye view on it.
Oh, it would, hey. But it was really cool, hey, walking, driving under them.
Yeah.
It actually was really, really weird and yeah, really cool. Hey, did you want to walk down on that beach or not?
Didn't even give it a thought. Are you going to be able to walk down there with your feet?
I just walked down on the other beach, John.
Well, yeah, well, that's not like that.
Oh, there, look at that. Oh, no. Okay. I won't be able to walk down there.
No.
All right, let's go find this lighthouse, John.
Yep.
like the old lighthouse, maybe. The Vlamingh Head Lighthouse Precinct and World War II interpretive project was funded by state government through royalties for regions and by the Shire of Exmouth. It's the World War II.
Gun turret?
I don't know. World War II something. Oh, here.
It looks like, see all the sandbags around it?
Yeah, it says they're the original sandbags, and it says preserving the history. Holt, please stay behind the fence. The old sandbags around the radar tower are a fragile World War II heritage artefact. That is cool. Look how they've sort of all
That is cool. Like
shriveled up.
Like they've turned into stone almost.
And are being damaged by people climbing on them. Please keep off. For any nurses and doctors out there, they look like no, I better not say it.
They look like a corpse.
I'm not going to. They look like a corpse's skin.
They do. But they've turned to rock.
Yeah. Look at them over there.
Oh, there's actually a grave down there.
Oh, there's a sign here first, John.
Hey?
Okay, hang on. This restored World War II relic marks the site occupied by the RAF Air Warning Radar Station 310. Established here together with RS 314 at Onslow. In February 1943, for the defence of the USN Naval Base at Exmouth called Potshot, and operated until destroyed by a cyclone in February 1945. Going by the wind here today, I can't imagine what it would be like in a cyclone here. And have a look at this. You've got to have a look at this landscape. It looks like desert to ocean. Australia's beautiful.
Well, how cool is this up here?
It is so windy, hey?
Ningaloo Coast, World Heritage. Bit dodgy.
Well, John, do you think people have engraved on that, or do you think it's real?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So what we can see is R. Jacobs and J.N. Hanson, maybe?
I think maybe they're people engraved
7th of the 1st, 1943. So
soldiers would have been behind these sandbags.
Yeah. John and I have moved our microphones to under our t-shirts, so we're hoping that this is going to work better.
Hope so.
But there's signboards up here now.
Good weather for flying a kite.
Oh, I reckon. Plane spotters, the Exmouth radar story.
Oh, so the sandbags went right up that. They've deteriorated to like right down here now.
Wow. So that's what that looked like.
All the gun turrets look here. Having a bush shower.
Oh, I can see his bum.
A wartime haircut and a beer.
May 20th, 1943. There was a yellow warning at 10:45 p.m. and we all manned the guns. The radar had picked up an indication. The red warning sounded about 11 p.m. and we opened fire at 11:09 p.m. Range about 9,000 yards, height 17,400 feet. A total of 36 rounds from the 4 guns. And that was Gunner Rod Warduck's diary entry. Clearly indicates that World War II had come to the Northwest Cape. In September 1942, the United States Navy decided to establish a submarine refueling and support base in Exmouth Gulf. commencing what became known as Operation Potshot. At this time, the Japanese threat was very real, and the Australian Armed Forces moved quickly to support the American base here on the Cape. There's a lot more information, but yeah, you can look that up. How about this? If you're up here during autumn, humpback whales pass through the Ningaloo Reef Marine Park on their way to the Kimberley. On the way back, they stop off in the Exmouth Gulf where their newborn calves can frolic safely in the calmer waters found here. Oh, and look, you can see those towers from here, John. Look.
The what?
The towers.
Yeah, I know. You got a good view of everything up here.
I wonder what. Remember the Cuban Missile Crisis? Or maybe the Cold War? Back around 1960, the world watched in trepidation as the United States and the former USSR faced off like gladiators, each armed with a devastating arsenal of nuclear weapons. Part of the American missile delivery system was their fleet of nuclear-powered and armed submarines. But the US Navy had a problem, a giant gap in their communication network. And then it goes on to tell you about...
Not anymore. They put this thing up and they fixed it. What a view of the coastline.
It's amazing. So the coast is going right around here.
Yeah, I know.
Right
This is
around.
like a big head. Pretty cool.
The Vlamingh Lighthouse was built as a direct result of the wreck of SS Mildura in 1907. The lighthouse was first lit in 1912 and decommissioned in 1967. It was relit for the first time after 34 years in 2001, utilising the original kerosene and counterweight system. It stands 40 feet tall, sits approximately 240 feet above sea level, and it's the only lighthouse in Australia powered by vaporised kerosene.
What, still?
Yeah.
Well,
you can't go in this lighthouse anymore, apparently.
oh, they are down there. Oh, look at that, 1912. It's even got a date on it from here.
That just says it's completed in 1912.
Oh, Jesus.
A beacon born of disaster.
Oh, there's a few batteries in there.
What's in there?
Batteries.
Oh wow, look at them all.
How cool would it be to walk up there?
You'd have to be fit, John. We'd be no good. Listen to this one. I was the only white woman there. The department had usually sent single men as it was so isolated. A Mr. Campbell had a station about 20 odd miles from the light. However, he was single too, so my nearest white woman was at Point Clotes, 60 miles away. As a matter of fact, it was nearly 2 years before I saw a white woman again. That was Mary Jane Butler, wife of Sydney Arthur Butler, who was posted here as lightkeeper in 1914. The keeper's cottage that was their home is visible in the centre of the caravan park below. So that was a caravan park there.
I thought it was.
Oh, I think it's closed because it's cyclone season.
Oh.
But there's a keeper's cottage down there. Built at the same time as the lighthouse, it was a duplex with identical halves, each designed to house one of the two keepers posted there. Life for these men and their families at this remote location was lonely and difficult. Okay, so we've come to the Jurabi Turtle Centre. We're not going to do any tours because we saw the turtles laying their eggs at 80 Mile Creek, and we did that for free. So
For free.
for free.
And that was so much better.
Yeah, so we'll go up here anyhow and just have a look because there might be information.
It was nice just seeing the turtles the way they were. Just, I don't know, there was a lot of people around, but I think it was just nice just the way doing it without a tour.
It really was. And everybody really behaved themselves, didn't they?
They did.
During the summer months, the Jurabi coast explodes with marine turtles mating in the shallows and coming ashore to lay their eggs. I got a message from our daughter who's from tripping around Oz, and Hudson went snorkeling for the first time the other day, and he saw some turtles mating on the beach.
Hey, I can actually hear with the wind.
Well, you've put your microphone thing outside your shirt again.
I thought it would have been fine down here. I thought the wind would have been like a lot. We were on the freaking cliff.
You know what thought did, John?
What did Thought do?
I don't know what thought did.
You have to ask your dad about that one. I think he thought he knew what he was doing, but he didn't.
Okay, so Dad, what did Thought do?
Yeah, Roy.
So
Roy boy.
my dad, when I was little, if I
There's
said
so many
something like
quirky sayings.
so many sayings. If I used to say I thought such and such, right?
I'm going to interrupt you here. There's more of those things.
There is too. Let me tell my story, John.
Tell your story.
If I said when I was young, oh, but I thought blah, 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 he would go, well, you know what Thought did, didn't you? And
Did you ever ask him what Thought did?
no,
Oh,
never know what Thought did. Okay, so you must come here of an evening and sit down for the talk first.
we've done that before. Remember, waited hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. That was Bagara, remember?
Yeah,
And still didn't see any turtles. Remember that night?
I remember that night.
That was a long night.
Okay, that's what a loggerhead turtle looks like. And then this one here is a green turtle. Now straight away I can tell a difference with them.
Oh, you can tell a big difference.
Can you too?
Yeah.
Look at the
the
logger.
necks. The necks for a
neck.
start.
Look at the loggerhead. He's got a big fat neck. And then the green turtle has got a slim neck.
This has got a bit of a goofy looking face, but yeah.
I think their feet are a little bit different too.
They're the ones, that one over there. What was
The
that one?
green turtle. That's a green
I'm pretty sure
turtle.
that was one that came up and laid the eggs. It looked like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was that big
80
bulge
Mile.
here? Remember that big, that, like the
Well,
frog?
hang on a minute. That one's got a big bulge like a frog.
Or maybe they all have that.
I don't know. Okay. Let's have a little bit of a look. Marine turtles have been swimming the world's oceans for more than 200 million years. I'd like to know how they know that.
Yeah.
They can live for well over 60 years. Well, I knew that. Okay, a green turtle, which is this one. Green layer of fat due to their diet of algae, seagrass and seaweed. Serrated jaw used to shear food.
You mean they don't get fat from eating chocolate like us?
No. Green turtles like their greens and are herbivores. Like to forage near the shore and around coral reefs. They're a mottled olive green, brown, high dome carapace. And there's 4 pairs of costal scales on the shell, and that's what they mean here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's on the other side. So they're costal scales. Look at me giving a little history lesson. What was
Look
the
at
other
you go.
turtle? What was that one?
The fat neck one.
Loggerhead. Okay, this one. Loggerhead turtle. Large box-shaped head with a thick neck and a jaw used to crush mollusks, urchins and jellyfish. Loggerheads crush food and are carnivores. They like sandy reefs, shallow bays and coral reefs. They have a dark brown heart-shaped carapace. Oh yeah, look, see the difference, John? It comes down to a tip.
Yep.
His little doovie.
What do
Where
you mean
this
little
one's
doovie?
kind of like
What do you mean his little doovie?
his carapace.
Oh. When you say his little doovie, I don't know. what you're talking about?
And he has got 5 pairs of costal scales. So it must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides. Reading them. That's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool.
But do you know what I love about turtles? The mum comes up to the shore, lays her eggs.
Yeah.
Adios, kids. You're on your own.
And then those kids come back in 50 years' time and lay their eggs in the same beach.
That's the most incredible thing, hey, that they...
How they've such good GPS.
The babies know where they were hatched, and they come back to that beach 20 odd years later to hatch again.
Yeah.
For themselves to hatch.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Anyhow, what's got you, John?
Oh, flies.
All right.
What are we doing?
Let's go. Do you want to go up there?
Well, we're here. You can go up there if you want to go up there. We can do whatever we want to do.
Hang on a minute.
That was just something about mating then.
Mating marine turtles. Marine turtles come together each year to mate in the shallows. They are extremely vulnerable to disturbance while mating. Often female turtles can be seen resting at the water's edge. Keep your distance in and out of the water. Stay low and out of her line of sight. Going near resting female turtles will force them back into the water before they've rested, and then the males get them again. Poor buggers. It's like, yeah, nesting marine turtles. Okay. Fly. Female turtles come ashore at night to lay eggs. They are easily disturbed by light and movement. No glow. Use the moonlight to light your way instead of artificial light. And to increase your chance of seeing a female turtle lay eggs, move slow and stay low out of her line of sight.
Turtle hatchlings.
Turtle hatchlings usually emerge between dusk and dawn. Artificial light disorientates hatchlings. No glow. Use the moonlight to light your way. Let them flow. Allow hatchlings to make their own way to the ocean. Stay below the dunes to prevent crushing nests and emerging hatchlings. This area where the turtles come to lay.
Those things are all along the beach.
I wonder what they are.
There's heaps of turtle nests down there.
Oh, there are too. Can you see that domey?
They've been busy here.
Can you see the domes in the stand? They're where the turtles have laid their eggs.
And they actually do some decoy ones as well.
Yeah, that was interesting, hey. They lay their eggs and then they'll do a little decoy hole after it, John?
Yeah.
So they lay their eggs,
cover their tracks up,
then do a decoy hole to prevent predators getting their babies.
Yeah, no, turtles, animals, really all animals are very smart creatures.
Even
when
flies.
You're really... Termites, for instance, the magnetic termites.
They were clever.
Clever.
Yeah.
You learn so much when you get off your backside and you actually
go out. Or
and
you watch Only Leaving Footprints.
You watch us and we will tell you everything.
We'll educate you on
so
much stuff.
We might be dumbasses, but we get there in the long run.
Yeah. Well, we're all learning together. And you know what?
That's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, we'll go back to the car and then I think we're going to go in and do some shopping.
Because we are out of here tomorrow.
We are. We're off to Osprey Bay.
Osprey Bay?
Yes.
Are there ospreys there?
I really don't know.
You are kidding. You honestly, look, I'm being serious here.
Okay, hang on.
I'm asking you all these questions lately and you have no idea of the answers anymore.
Let me just...
You used to know the answers constantly, but these days you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, because,
I don't know.
John,
what?
Because we weren't planning to go here. It's just a spur of the moment thing that we're going.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is excuses. Like, you know, I was the one that didn't pay attention at school. You did.
Yeah.
So you should know all this.
Well,
they don't teach you enough of this stuff at school, I reckon.
No, this is really cool stuff. Like, I reckon at school they should teach you about those submarine transmitter things.
Our history, our war.
And you know what? If they did, then I must have gone to a dumb school, which I didn't because I went to a really good school.
I went to a dumb school, but that's all right.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
If you want to know what schools we went to, pop them in the comments below. And you'll see.
I like listening to Tracy's dad's stories of the war when, you know, back in his day they used to cover up the headlights and at night time, you know, your house would be in complete darkness.
The curtains, the blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just didn't know those things.
No.
And my parents weren't that old. Like your mum and dad, what?
My
like,
parents are 10 odd
15 years older than mine.
Yeah. So they lived through the war and the Depression. Yeah. Okay. We're driving towards the shops, and we've come across this other Harold Holt thing. So I haven't set up the DJI. You've copped me on the phone, but it's the Naval Communication Station, Harold E. Holt. Can you see that? I can't see, sorry, because I've got my sunglasses on. Oh,
How cool is that?
all the inside.
Pretty cool, eh?
Me, but anyhow, that's all out here. It's all out here in Exmouth. Back on the phone for a minute. We're just about to leave Exmouth and we're at the petrol station. And I've just seen this. Okay, I'm going to read this plaque, but the sun's shining on it, so sorry about this. This is Ningaloo George. This reproduction of the whale shark was created by Brian Paskins at Exmouth Fiberglass as a tourist attraction for visitors and a reminder that the whale shark frequents Ningaloo Reef, Exmouth, during the months of March to June annually. So why not stay a little bit longer? That's what it says, but we're not staying longer. I'd love to see a whale shark though, that'll be cool.